first one was a couple weeks ago. It was just an unmarked DVD in a paper sleeve, addressed to me without a return. I figured it was some kind of spam mail and tossed it away. I don't have time for that. The second one was getting ready to romance the trash too, but it just so happened to arrive the day I bought a used Xbox. I wanted to test out the DVD player and didn't have anything else handy, so I just popped it in and let it play. The footage was a bit fuzzy and shaky, like someone was walking while they recorded it. It showed me entering my apartment building, following me until I got to the elevator. I even looked right at the camera for a second, but racked my brain and couldn't remember noticing anyone strange. There was a voiceover too, but it was in German or something, and I couldn't make sense of it. I started it over and watched again, only about 15 seconds. It wasn't so much creepy as it was surreal. I was honestly more bothered by how terrible my posture looked than I was about someone recording me. Probably some kid showing off his new camera or something. This world is full of weirdos, right? The third one rattled me though. The video showed me in the grocery store, wandering up and down the aisle, looking for something. About 10 seconds again, more German voiceover. This wasn't someone innocently playing with their phone in the lobby anymore. I was being actively followed. I threw it away immediately, but then regretted it and dug it out of the trash just a couple minutes later. I had to go get this translated so I could figure out what the hell was going on. The next day, I shuffled through my mail like a crazy person, looking for another DVD. Nothing came. Or the next day. Or the one after that. Getting it translated fell further and further down my to-do list until a week or so later, when I'd practically forgotten all about it. Until yesterday, that is, when another paper sleeve slipped out from between some junk mail and landed on my floor. I rushed to play it, but regretted it from the very first frame. The screen was panning around my room, my bedroom. It was dark, but everything had a green night vision tint. The camera focused on the bed and started to approach. It took me a few seconds to recognize the lump in the dark. Whoever this was recording me while I slept. A hand reached out from behind the camera. A pale, thin, hairless hand with skin stretched out too tight across the bones. And the digits were wrong. 4 to each finger, and double jointed, moving so fluidly that they might as well have been tentacles. It rested a long finger on my forehead, trailing down my nose, over my lips, brushing so soft that I couldn't tell whether it was touching at all. Something in German was spoken again. A sing-song voice, barely above a whisper. It was longer this time, but I paused to keep going back until I could write down every word as close as I could hear it. I watched the rest of the video before I translated anything. He stayed beside me for a very long time. But I didn't want to fast forward because I was afraid of missing some crucial dialogue. I stared at it, staring at me, for almost an hour before I just couldn't take it anymore. The camera had been still for a long time, and I hadn't heard or seen any other sign of the perpetrator. I decided that even if something else did happen that night, that I'd prefer not to know. I rummaged around until I found the elevator and the grocery store tapes too, writing down all the German to translate from them. After hacking my way through the spellings a few times, Google Translate gave me the following for each tape, with the exception of tape 1, since I threw it out before I knew exactly what it was. Tape 2, the footage of me in the elevator. Translated.
Look at him go. I can't believe he's going back into that apartment after what we told him last time.
Tape 3, the footage of me in the grocery store. Translated.
Found him again. Look how calm he is. Just going about his life. Do you think he's seen it yet?
Tape 4, the footage of me sleeping in my bedroom. The whispered melody. Translated.
Sleep, baby, sleep. Thy father guards the sheep, and mother shakes the little tree. There falls down one little dream. Sleep, baby, sleep. The sky draws the sheep. The little stars are little lambs. The moon, the little shepherd. Sleep, baby, sleep. I shall bring your sheep, one with a golden bell, that shall be thy journeyman, to guide you safe to hell.
And that's it. I don't know whether this thing is trying to threaten me, or protect me, or what it could possibly be trying to protect me from. Either way, I don't think I'm going to sleep very well tonight. I don't know what I would even do if I woke up and saw that thing watching me, recording me, even touching me with its long, disjointed fingers. When the next DVD comes, if it comes, maybe one of you can watch it for me and tell me what happens. I don't think I have the stomach to watch anymore.